твоей силы, неподдельный край наш.
Maybe because Daniel now it's world champion. Yeah, Daniel will grow. Daniel win last 3 fights. It was very hard opponents. Hrgovic, Miller, Anthony. Yeah, I think Daniel. Listen, Daniel. It will.
Eddie Hearn just warned Daniel Dubois to pull out of the Oleksandr Usyk fight. The words may sound diplomatic, but the undertone is explosive. Calling it a very difficult situation at this stage feels like a clear sign of crisis. Why now? Why this? Vague timing, something is clearly wrong behind the scenes, and Eddie's calm delivery only added fuel to the fire.
Let the whole circus continue and let it flow until I have to get in the ring and put chaos on this guy.
Usyk didn't hold back. He threw verbal bombs, calling Dubois crazy and greedy isn't just trash talk. It's personal. His tone was mocking, but his eyes said something else. Why such a sharp outburst now? Is Usyk lashing out because the fight is slipping away, or does he sense Dubois is about to crumble under pressure?
I'm gonna get under this game with these punches, with these bombs I'm gonna be throwing, so yeah.
Adam Smith stirred the pot hard. This illness is no coincidence. Falling ill right before the cameras roll. Fans are calling it a stunt. Smith didn't dismiss the rumors. In fact, he validated them with that calm delivery, and that's what made it worse. This doesn't sound like flu. It sounds like an excuse ready to explode.
Time ever 4 belts have been on the line in this country, and for a Brit to win it will be if he comes through, Daniel would be the first guy to do it. So this is just a magnificent opportunity for him in a magnificent.
Frank Warren just exposed the chaos behind the curtain. He sounds more like a man watching an empire collapse than a promoter dealing with a delay. Lost money, lost momentum, and no clarity. If this fight isn't cancelled already, it's hanging by. A thread. Warren's disappointment screams what no one is admitting. Dubois might already be out. Well, he's pissed.
To beat Oleksandr Usyk, you have to be mentally disturbed in your head. Yeah?
You have to be mentally disturbed.
Yeah, because you have to.
Frank Warren just exposed the chaos behind the curtain. He sounds more like a man watching an empire collapse than a promoter dealing with a delay. Lost money, lost momentum, and no clarity. If this fight isn't cancelled already, it's hanging by. A thread. Warren's disappointment screams what no one is admitting. Dubois might already be out. Well, he's pissed.
Sure, as I say, coming off of these great wins he's had, being in the, he's already shared the ring with Oleksandr, and he knows what he's got in front of him, and he's not phased at all. You know, he called out and wanted this fight. He wants revenge, and as I say, I believe in him. You know, if it's all about being mentally disturbed to beat him,
Johnny Nelson didn't just react. He compared the Dubois chaos to the Conor Benn disaster. That's not a light comparison when Nelson said the news was changing every hour it exposed just how unstable this entire situation really is behind the scenes. Something smells off. Fighters don't pull out this close to a mega fight unless the pressure is boiling over or unless they're being advised to. Dubois's team hasn't clarified a thing. Social media is flooding with mixed signals and boxing insiders are baffled. Nelson's expression of disappointment was raw. He didn't defend Dubois. He challenged him, and that says it all. Even the most experienced voices in British boxing are confused and frustrated. Meanwhile, the silence from Dubois's camp feels louder than any excuse. The reality is this situation is spiraling fast, and if a cancellation is coming, it may not be due to illness, but from something far more political and damaging behind the curtain.
And I felt sorry for Daniel on Saturday night. He could have become, on another day, with a different referee in a different location, whether it was the right decision or the wrong decision, he could have become a heavyweight.
Usyk went all in, labeling Dubois a quitter on live camera. No hesitation, no diplomacy. This wasn't pre-fight hype. This was a public humiliation with a calm, sinister smile. When Usyk said Dubois finished on his knee and called him a little bit afraid, it hit like a psychological uppercut. That kind of language isn't random. It's a shot at Dubois's heart and reputation. What's more shocking is that Usyk said it with confidence, like he knows the pullout isn't about illness, it's about fear. Usyk isn't just preparing for a fight, he's preparing to expose someone he believes has already mentally quit. And here's the twist. If Dubois doesn't respond or show up, this narrative sticks forever. The Joyce fight flashbacks, the alleged fear, and now the silence. It all combines into a haunting pattern, and the public isn't forgiving. Usyk just rewrote the narrative, and unless Dubois flips the script, he'll be remembered not as the man who challenged Usyk, but the man who ran from him.
The consummate professional, all right? He's not going to be easy. I don't care how you come at him. He's a consummate professional. He's unique in that he'll bring the fight to you 1 minute, and then the next minute he's moving and grooving. It's hard to catch up to.
Tony Bellew came out swinging, shutting down every excuse Dubois fans have been clinging to when he said protector means low. It was a direct shot at the narrative trying to paint Dubois as a victim of a low blow. Bellew wasn't having it. He knows what happened in that first Usyk fight and reminded everyone that no matter the drama, the facts don't lie. Usyk didn't cheat. Dubois just couldn't finish the job. Bellew's blunt honesty cuts through the noise. He didn't defend Dubois. He exposed him, and now with rumors swirling of another withdrawal, his words feel prophetic. Bellew painted Usyk as an elite technician, too smart, too skilled, too clean. So if Dubois walks away now, it's not about injuries or illness. It's about realizing there's no escape from what's coming. Bellew didn't just support Usyk, he buried every excuse Dubois had left. The truth is, the low blow saga was never the issue. The real issue might be courage.
I kind of figured that one out. But at the end of the day, the whole turning point was after the 5th. It was the 6th round. He did what winners do. He said, a winner never lets you get momentum, does he? No, a winner's not going to let you.
Tony Bellew doubled down. This isn't about physical form, it's mental warfare, and Dubois, according to Bellew, is still carrying ghosts. The demons from the Joyce fight the knee against Usyk, and now the pressure of public scrutiny. Bellew said, "It's straight Dubois is the same fighter, and unless his mentality shifts, history will repeat itself." That's not analysis, that's a warning. This isn't just about jabs and footwork anymore. It's about psychological scars and a fighter at war. With his own identity, Bellew painted a chilling picture of a man not ready for redemption, but trapped in hesitation, and now, with talk of illness pullouts and fear swirling around him. Bellew's words hit harder than ever. If Dubois doesn't show up mentally, he won't show up physically either. Fans are starting to believe this fight won't happen at all, and if that's true, Dubois's mental state isn't just a side story. It's the reason the whole event might collapse.
Friends?
I love you, man.
Their buddies? Like they were family friends? I mean, can you imagine Muhammad Ali or like Joe Frazier having dinner together? What? Can you imagine Mike Tyson?
Dave Coldwell gave Dubois a lifeline but wrapped it in cold reality. Yes, he acknowledged Dubois is more confident now. Yes, he hinted that Usyk may be slowing after the brutal Fury Wars, but then he dropped the hammer. Usyk is still a different animal. That phrase changes everything. Coldwell isn't fooled by the hype. He knows that one punch won't be enough, and even if you believe the low blow was legitimate, Usyk still dismantled Dubois before, and would likely do it again. What's worse, Coldwell subtly implies that Dubois's entire case rests on that one questionable moment. Remove it, and what's left a man who folded under pressure, and maybe looking for an exit. The optimism was brief, but the truth hit hard. If Dubois steps into that ring again, he'll need more than confidence, he'll need transformation. Otherwise, Usyk will break him mentally and physically again, and if the fight never happens, that says everything.